Welcome to Shightbox Racing. Okay, a lot has happened since my last video, and I haven't got to post it or anything because it got all messed up. For starters, a lot of these videos are second clips because the first clips, I lost the memory card, and so I had to redo it and make all new clips and everything. Like, even this intro right here is the second clip, so sorry about that. We got the G35 here. We got the E36 drift car. Now, I did break it. So, I tried to catch that on film, but my battery was dead. And we used cell phones, and the footage turned out like crap. I'm going to try to chop it up and restore it and get some of the footage. So, that'll be in a different video because it'll take me a little while to mess with it. But I did break the E36 drift car. I was beating the crap out of it, and this is basically what happens. But I've fixed it since then also. So basically, this little hose clamp right there is what caused it all. So, in my last video, you saw that I swapped these air intakes. Well, I forgot to put a hose clamp on there, and I just stuck it on there. And as you can see, it's all shredded up. And on the other side, I don't know if I can catch it, it's actually burnt. And yeah, so it fell off, hit the fan shroud, got wedged in between the serpentine belt, broke that off, shredded it, got all stuck in there, and then shot back off and hit the radiator, and then caught on fire. So that's awesome. And that broke off too, so I found a bolt that fit that, screwed that back in, and then zip tied it. And then I got this little bracket here that I zip tied to the bracket, and then I put a hose clamp on there, and it should be okay. It does run good. I put a new serpentine belt on it, and I did an AC delete while I was down there. So that's that. It did break, and it was making a horrible noise and smoked really bad, and it was my own stupidity because I forgot to put a hose clamp on there. But I was ripping the hell out of it. Some of the best rips that I've done in this car yet, which is why it really sucks that I didn't catch it on video. I was sliding completely sideways. I was ripping all over the place, smacking rev limiter. I mean, I just really wish I got a lot of that footage so you guys could see that. But there'll be more to come. Don't get me wrong. Towards the end of July, I'm hoping I can fix this car all up and take it to the track and do some actual drifting there. And you guys can see that. I'll get a GoPro and stuff and put it on the car. Also found out the carrier bearing in this car and the drive shaft, probably from me beating on it, is all shredded and crapped and barely hanging on. It's one burnout away from breaking, so I'll have to order a new one of those. I got a new shift knob put in here. It's a little loose, but I think it looks a lot more race car in here with that. So just need a hydro brake now. And on the G35, what a mess. I went to go get the other ball joint done, okay, and they messed it up. I mean, it was a combination of a lot of things, but whatever. Basically, they went to do the other side. I had two ball joints, one was right and one was wrong. Put one in, that was the right one. Thought it was wrong, pressed it out because they have to be pressed. It destroyed it. Then he put the wrong one in there, put it in there, put it all together, said it was good. Drove home, it was vibrating like crazy. I called them, they told me it was a wheel bearing or some BS. Maybe the tires. Got all the way home, I jacked it up, the whole tire moved, the ball joint was not the right one and it was loose. And I was just really mad that they didn't check, like if they would have test drove it for a little bit, they would have caught that. Now, I do majority of all my own work, so hate me in the comments, whatever, you know. It's like having somebody wipe your own ass for you. That's kind of how I feel about it. But I don't have a press, and I tried using a little ball joint press, a hand press, in one of my earlier videos, if you look it up, and I ended up breaking it because these ball joints are actually a pain in the ass to get in and out. So that's why I just took it to a shop that has, you know, like a hydraulic press. It has a lot more power, and it's a lot easier to press those in and out. So, with that being said, the vibrations wore the tire really bald in the front, and metal threads are coming out. So today, this morning, I'm taking it to a tire place to get 2 new tires on. Just kind of a quick emergency thing. I found a nice set of rims, actually, Works wheels. I might get them. I'm not sure. I mean, they're replicas of Works. They're not real Works, but it's still a decent price, and they're 18s, 9.5 wide in the front and 10.5 in the rear. And if I get those, I plan on putting some Nittos on them. I was going to do maybe like 275 or 295, or I think I'm going to keep it just under 3. I'm not sure if I want to put like 315s or something on there yet, but at least like 275s on the rear and maybe like 235 or 245 in the front. So yeah, today I'm just getting some 255s, you know, keeping it mostly stock. So that's that. I'm looking at currently buying a Volkswagen Golf GTI Turbo, either early 2000s or a mid 2000s. So if anybody has one for sale, has to be a manual, let me know. Honestly, it could even have a broken timing chain or whatever. As long as you sell it to me cheap, I can put a new motor in it. It's not a big deal. Just let me know if anybody has one of those. So I'm not just sitting here ranting and talking and bullshitting for the whole video. I'm going to end it here and show you guys some cool shit or something. Alright, so I tried to make a video of me running over this TV. I'll explain why a little later. And the camera died. It was just really stupid and you guys missed it. I'm going to do it again anyways, but I'm going to show you the damage. So, you know, I did a little skid. I punched it earlier, a while back, but yeah, I did a little burnout on the TV. This is a 65-inch flat screen, so I'm gonna run it over again, and we'll see what's up. Oh my god, that was fucking awesome. Check this out. If I can rip the whole screen off. I don't even know what these are. Little cheap piece of shit. Little burnout mark on it. Nice. So, yeah, basically, this goes all the way back to Mother's Day. I hadn't had a chance to make a video on it yet, or do anything, but I went to go buy this TV off of Facebook Marketplace, basically a New Age Craigslist, as many of you may know. It was a 65-inch flat screen TV. She said it worked and everything. Looked fine, looked like it worked. I get it home, plug it in, and the screen was spiraled, cracked, whatever. But I mean, you may say in the comments, "Oh, but you know, you could fix that. You know, like you could put a new screen on it." Well, make things even better, the serial numbers were ripped off and everything else was filed off on it. So it's just a giant paperweight, and I was mad, so I punched it. I was tired of seeing it all the time. And then I said, what better way to get rid of it than make a video of me just running it over with the new truck that I got from the Integro. This is the new truck. It's a 1990 Ford F-250. Not a lot of special things about it or anything, and it's not a gem, but it's not too bad. It's got 129,000 miles on it. It's real nice inside. Great big bed. And also, even more has happened. I sold the black Chevy. I don't know if I said that in my last clip, but I did sell the black Chevy step side, and I might get some hate for this, but I did only sell it for $2,000. I know probably could have got a lot more for it. Whatever. You really got to be careful with the people you meet and stuff off of Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. Because I met these guys and they went to go look at my truck, and they went on a test drive with it, and they said they were just going to go around in the parking lot. Well, they went around the parking lot once, and then they took off and went down the road, and they were gone for a really long time, like over 30 minutes. And they brought it back, and the truck had no gas in it. The gas light was on, and they basically beat the shit out of it. They took it out back. I don't know where they went. They took it somewhere, probably drove it through the mud and stuff, and Baja on it, and just beat the living shit out of it. And didn't buy it or anything, so I was really pissed off. In case the guy that bought my truck is watching this video, sorry about that, but it still does run and drive fine. I mean, it was fine. I put gas in it and everything, and drove it for a couple more days, and then sold it like 2 or 3 days later. It's not that big of a deal, but you know, what if they would have like threw a rod in the motor or something, and like they were just too dumbass. They really were dumb. The one guy, actually, the first thing he did when he goes to look underneath the truck was grab the exhaust after I've been driving it for like 2 hours straight. So he burnt the shit out of his hand and realized that exhausts get hot. So I don't know why he hasn't realized that yet, because he seemed like he was a lot older than me. He might have even been like 40, and I don't know. Maybe I don't even know how to explain that. But so basically, got this new Ford F-250. Sorry, the lighting's bad. Got this new Ford F-250. It's non-4-wheel drive, it's just a 2-wheel, but it does have the 5.8 liter V8 in it with a lot of torque, a lot of low-end torque. It seems to be posi in the rear. I tried to do a couple burnouts with it, and it seems to leave 2. So that's pretty cool. And you can see, I mean, it left 2 in the driveway too. It left 1 on the TV and then 1 in the gravel, so that's a good sign. Yeah, I think the TV's pretty well done. I really want to try to do a drift and slide sideways and tap the TV, and then like shoot back into the driveway. So I might make a video of that, trying that in a minute. But I'm gonna go ahead to the gym and work out for a little bit, and yeah.
Okay, you need to hang up and call him, alright? How selfish it was.
Oh, he didn't stall it. No, I don't know, some dude. Alright, back from the tire place. I just got 2 new tires put on the rear. Funny little side note. Oh, and it's pouring down rain outside too, so you can probably hear that in the video. But funny little side note. This is how they look. It's all wet. It's a little more aggressive, but I told them 255, 45, 18. Probably about 3 times, and then I called in the next day and double checked. I was just checking to see if my tires were in, but I even double checked, like, oh, those are 255, 45, 18s, right? They said, yeah. Well, they're actually just 40s. They're 255, 40, 18. So my fronts are 235, 50, 18, So now I have almost an inch less in the rear. It's fine, you don't really like notice it, it's not really a big deal. I'm gonna get different tires on the front anyways, and probably just different rims. So I don't really care, and I'm happy with the service. It was really quick. I think I was in and out in like 45 minutes or whatever. So that's really not a big deal. But I just thought it was funny that they just can't read numbers or something. I mean, I said 45 at least 5 times in the 2 phone calls and when I placed the order for the tires. I don't know how you messed that up, but shout out to that person. Should go back to grade school and learn how to count. But they look pretty good and they grip pretty well. I did a mild little pull. I shift at like 4.5 and I chirped it in the second. They definitely seem like they grip a lot easier. I haven't launched it yet or anything, so we'll see how that goes. I've kind of just like eased into it. Like the one and only little pull I did, I just kind of like eased into it and then like I punched it. But I don't know, they do grip a lot better, but I have a feeling I'm still gonna like do a massive burnout if I try to launch it. So yeah, that's it for that. This car is now all set and ready for the road trip for Grid Life. So I'll keep you posted from there. I also have coilovers. If anybody wants to buy a set of coilovers for a G35 or 350Z, message me in the comments because I'm selling a set of coilovers brand new in the box, never used, for $200. Reason being is I just want to buy a better brand. I think I'm going to go with either BC Coils, Raceland, or something of that sort. So it's a good deal for somebody that wants to buy some coilovers, because you can't even get a set off of eBay of cheap off-brand random bullshit coilovers for that price. So $200 is a steal if anybody has a 350Z or a G35 and they want to put coilovers on it. Message me. Peace out. Oh, on a side note, get yourself a sticker. I got 2 left of the original OG first generation stickers, if you want to call them that. I got some new ones coming that actually have the YouTube logo on them, and it has like my channel name and everything on it. So it'd have like my full like URL and stuff, and then it's just like a little sticker. So that's a lot more descriptive than just having the name, because some people don't even know what Shightbox Racing is. So, but if you still want one of the original stickers, I have 2 left. So let me know in the comments. Grid Life is coming up next week. Pretty stoked about that. Leaving Friday morning. Yeah, a little stressed out and pretty stoked at the same time. Just because I've been doing a lot of work to the G35, and that's why I haven't had time to make videos or anything. I'm just trying to make this all roadworthy and everything to make the road trip up there and make it good. So I replaced all the suspension components. It's got all new ball joints, 4 brand new tires, fixed the brakes, fresh oil change. I think that's about it. I don't know. Can't think of anything else right now. But, oh, and I got another oil catch can. It hasn't come in the mail yet, but I think mine's clogged or something, and it's not. I don't know. It's like an eBay one, and it's whatever. I'm just going to do away with it, and I actually bought a HKS oil catch cam. So that'll clean it up and look really nice under the hood. It's all chrome. It says HKS on it and stuff. So pretty stoked about that, actually. I hope it comes in the mail soon. But I'll make a video of me installing that so you guys know how to install an oil catch can. If you don't already, it's really easy. It's really simple. It takes like 10 minutes. And free up a little oil out of your intake and stuff, and free up some engine power for you. So, yeah.